thanks for joining me tonight for Friday Night Impromptu. In the first 4 or 5 minutes of the video, I make sure my video is shared, etc., etc. Just a good time. Tonight, we're going to continue more work on the dragon. As you can kind of see, there's now a dowel sticking through it. So it has morphed. Good times. We are expecting. I make sure my video is shared, etc. There you go. Let's see. Send. I think that's it. Okay, great. Let me set this up. And we'll get a lot of work. Not a lot of work, but we'll begin. My beholder. We will begin work in like 3 minutes and the video officially starts. Listen, my life is chaos. Especially my craft room. Okay, beholder's right there. We're gonna replace it with a stick. I've gotten it. Great. Let's see it here. Another reason why it's called impromptu, if you're curious, is because I do not have anything in particular planned when I do this, but lately it's just been concentrating on the dragon. And this thing is obnoxious. It's not doing what I want. I've never done anything quite like this before, so that kind of makes sense. Oh, put our music on. Then, let's see. We're going to put on some relaxing music. Try not to yawn too much. Just an FYI, I do not own any rights to any music we hear. Let's try this one.
Allergy eye relief from
Let's not put that on. I do not like ads. Okay. Lower. Hi, Mom. Hi, Elaine. Thank you for joining me tonight. Video officially starts in 2 minutes. And I'll do my intro. Okay, we got so miggles. Yeah, I send the invitation out early. The first 5 minutes of the video is dedicated to getting out, sharing it, and things like that. Since I share my lives live. This music's a little loud. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, there we go. Great. We had our storm, which wasn't as terrible as I thought it was going to be. So that's nice. We did not lose the giant beefsteak tomato, which is also nice. I did and make sure that the beefsteak was actually tied to the metal post in front of the house. Let's see here. Oh, your shirt will be going out on Monday, I believe. So just keep an eye, I'll let you know. I'm gonna roll it up really small in a bag. I have another order going out Monday, and I figured I might as well get both of you guys done. Okay. No, it's not perfect. It's not terrible either. Okay, here we go. 9 o'clock. Hello, folks. Thanks for joining me. I am Trey with Clearly Homemade. And happy Friday, and welcome to Friday Night Impromptu, where I work on a random project and chat with you. Lately, it has been this dragon. This dragon is driving me nuts. When we saw last Saturday, when I was working on my husband's birthday gift that he knows about, you know, because it's time consuming. The dragon had a slight fall, and it needs to be repaired right here You can see it's missing one, but that's simple enough to do. When I was originally creating this guy, yeah, exactly. That's why it's clearly homemade. I'll tell you right now, that's my reasoning for everything. When I was originally working on this guy, I didn't know where I was going with it. You know, I was just going to have it. I had an idea about it sitting up and stuff, but I'm just not getting the sizing right for it. It just didn't have a good feel. And I know I probably should make these guys separate. Can I pull it off? Yeah, I'm going to make these guys, I'm going to work on these separately, then add them on at the end. So you can see I'm using toothpicks to hold them in. So we're going to work on that. Oh, I should work on that now. So that one of the issues is we had with wings. The Joyous husband pointed out that I was missing like thumbs on the wings. If you look at a bat wing, it's actually a hand. Sorry, I'm not used to my hands. What's going on here? I'm not used to having something to take up some of the room. Right there. It was missing its thumb. But if you take a look at a bat wing, which is what these are modeled after, you see like that right there, which is kind of like the elbow. Okay. And then you have 5 fingers. So like a thumb, pointer, middle finger, pinky. Actually, it's 4 fingers. No, it is 5. 5 fingers. I can't count today. And that's what they're supposed to look like for bat wings. I wanted to do bat wings. I have another idea that I want to do, but I'm still going to keep the idea of the bat wings since it's going to give it, you know, nice definition. Just can't. You know what? I think if I just sat and did this, it wouldn't fall apart. See, I leave the clay out. You know, I don't store it, and I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to. But I've never had a project go on for this long, to be honest with you. Usually I try to sit and do everything in 1 or 2 settings at most. So I want to make sure that this stuff is nice and even before we put them back on. And then, okay, so when I really did the dragon, I want him to lay there, or I want him to stand or something, and then they end up morphing into a sitting up position. But everything that I seemed to do with it did not feel right. Not at all. I have decided that this is my birthday gift to myself. And I collect pewter figurines, so this will probably be in like a silvery color. One of the pewter figurines I have is a dragon. That's a boat, but it's like a carousel. And it's like one of those horses for a carousel. But instead of a horse, it's a dragon. So with the dowel, we now have the carousel dragon. And that's what I'm doing. I got a nice dowel for it, nice thick dowel. I got it at a pretty good price, I think. I mean, aside from just going outside and cutting parts of my tree off. No, baby, I'm doing this real quick, okay? Okay. Bruce's nap was interrupted. He just, no, buddy. I said no, please. He just fell asleep. And Billy came home and talked. He whispered. But Bruce is not, he does not sleep well. When he just falls asleep, he needs like, either you're already talking, or something like that. And then he woke up, and he's been up ever since. Our guests, we're expecting guests for about a week, I think. I don't know how many days. I didn't ask. Right? I didn't ask. Our guests will be here like 11:30. And I know that's kind of late, but we're late night people anyway, so it's not a problem. Just, I know Bruce is going to be a little grouchy. I might try to get him to sleep, but I don't know. And he hears me, so it's probably not going to work at all. Bruce has been, he's been a great 3-year-old, let me tell you. Actually, he's almost 4. In a month, oh my goodness, a month and a week, my one and only will be 4 years old. I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. I'm too old to have a 4-year-old. Okay. I'm gonna use some tools, and we're gonna smooth the clay in so it doesn't look like it's, oh, apparently there was clay on there. Well, thanks. I'm gonna clean my stuff off. You figured after a while I would learn how to. Okay. But what I did, actually I could show you guys. I put together a couple little gift baskets. It's 3 children, 2 teenagers, and The youngest is about Bruce's age, like 6 months older, maybe the exact same. I don't know anything, dude. So I made them all candy baskets, you know, and I have eggs that I'm going to put out tomorrow night. They're going to be empty. I am in Florida. There are ants. So we're going to, I'm going to put them out tomorrow, empty eggs. And I think I'm going to have it so like the front is going to be like Bruce, or on the back, front's going to be like Luke, and then the back's going to be Bruce. I don't know. I want it to be equal, you know what I mean? I know it's probably silly, but this is my first time doing an Easter with Bruce without anybody else. So this is going to be nice. Okay, so we're almost done with the fingers. And I already like the positioning of these fingers. We're good. See, look, we're having a little... There we go. We don't want to see any of this. I mean, this is probably going to be painted or mica'd. So then I'm going to use acrylic paint. I'm going to use mica powder. I'm probably going to use mica powder. So you're not going to really see it. I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to leave these plain like this. That's what I'm trying to get so smooth. I'm going to probably be putting real feathers on. I have quite a bit of feathers. I'm pretty sure I can figure out how to dye them. I can do whatever color I want. But the best part about the storm is that the temperature is now like 69 outside. It was 90 today. 90! And it was 69 now. And the next like 3 or 4 nights, it's going to be like 50 degrees outside at night, which is going to be wonderful. Okay, good. So we're going to look at these and compare. It's not too bad, you know? I don't make anything exactly the same. They're really not the same at all, though. Hold on. Let me move that in a bit. We'll make it like similar. Okay, so we have more of a oomph right there. Okay, what do we have? We'll put this like this. Make it more of a, can you see that? Okay, oops. And everything. And then I had to mow the lawn because, you know, I was sick. I wasn't able to mow the lawn, and we didn't want to aggravate my throat issue with histamines, so I had to put off mowing for a couple days. And I'll tell you right now, really paid for it because I had to mow twice yesterday. All right. 2 full batteries. Well, 1 full battery and then half a battery, and a battery that's about the same as a half a battery. Oh, that's better. And I had to do that. But, I mean, the yard looks great, and I'm glad. I wanted to get it done because it was going to rain. And then, I don't like my yard being overgrown. Well, I take pride in my house. I have a house. I like it to look nice. There you go. And then, let me tell you right now, putting sheets on the bunk bed are terrible. Totally skipping a subject. Bruce has a bunk bed in his room, courtesy of his fairy godmother. And it was his housewarming gift. He doesn't sleep in it, you know, because why would he? But it's good when we have guests. The kids are going to be using the bunk bed. And I wanted to make sure the sheets were on it. Okay, that's not terrible. Not terribly too different. I mean, it is kind of different, but it's not. It's okay, you know? Life is imperfect. Okay, now we got that. So let's go ahead. We're going to be making, I'm going to show you a trick on how I made my horn. You guys are going to love this one. So the horns are here. Take a toothpick. And you take some clay. Roll it into a snake. Roll into a snake. See? Snake. A little more of a snake. And then you start from, where'd my toothpick go? There it is. Blends in. It's camouflaged. Okay, and then you just roll it around. I know, I'm showing you like all the magician secrets. Listen, if you don't know that it's rolled around, I cannot help you. There we go. It's a little thicker than I like it, but we're going to smooth it out. Make sure it just rolls around. I use toothpicks a lot. One, they're thin. Two, wood burns at a lot higher temperature than clay. So that's that. Look, so you can even twist it some more. There you go. And three, it adds stability because there's a point. You can stab it into the clay. Yes, kind of like the stabbing part a little bit. So that's why I use toothpicks for everything. It seems to be a lot easier for me when I need to add stuff onto it. Oh, my video decided to cut out. Hooray, Facebook. That's wonderful. Good times. I'm actually surprised that there's nobody else with us. Oh, I get one or two more. Apologize for that interruption. There we go. I'm going to need to redo the scale. I'm going to have to add some, take a look, scale smush. I'm having an issue with stability. It's a very heavy dragon, and I mean, I am so close to just redoing the whole thing. But I love this head. This head is great. It's just keeping it attached to the body. It's not working out the way I want it to. Okay, how big are we? Oh, you know what? I don't need to do anymore because this is perfect. So you do, you cut this part because it is scissors. Don't need it that deep. Oh, it's off somewhere now. Okay, there we go. Oh, and there we go. Two horns. Look. Look at that. And then back to two horns. Super easy, super simple. Oh. And I'm super silly because I totally jinxed myself. Okay, let me just do. Trying to get this down a little bit more. There we go. I'll just smooth in. You want it to look like those ridges. I mean, it doesn't have to have. I always fix it later, right? Okay, it's not perfect. It's my gift for me. Great. Let's add more clay to right there. Okay. Now look at that. That just looks so, you know what, I actually made it. It came right off. I'm just, well, booey. You know what, I'm just going to put it on first. Let's try it this way. So we're going to roll it back up again. And we're going to heat in my hand, makes it more malleable. Normally, I can see you too, buddy.
I can't see you.
Okay, but you can't come in yet.
Can I talk to you, Alphonse?
It's just Grandma.
Can I talk to Grandma?
You can't see her.
Okay.
I think Grandma's being distracted.
Can I talk to
Somebody else.
Can I talk to Grandma?
No.
I can't talk to
There you go. Hi, Kristen. No, buddy.
Can I talk to Grandma?
Bubba,
Yeah?
you're supposed to be hanging out with Daddy, right?
We're not to hang out.
What's Daddy doing?
Can I come in?
No, you can't come in.
Can I talk to Grandma?
No.
Why?
Because I'm doing something, buddy.
Auntie can talk to Yay and Grandma.
No. No nap. I'll tell you. No nap. I'm going to whisper a little bit more. No nap. I'm sorry. I'm whirling the clay. Ubisoft, I think, is the creator. Notre Dame, as we all know, suffered a great tragedy and caught fire and lost its notable spire as well as the rooftop. And Kristen says hi, Brucey. And the creator of the game Assassin's Creed Unity actually has like a full interactive walk with for the video game of Notre Dame. So, there you go. So they actually gave away the game for free, which is pretty awesome. So I have it downloading, and Hubs has it downloaded, and Charlie is trying to break through my door. It's like zombies. Okay, so everybody who is just tuned in, the dragon has morphed into a carousel dragon. Oh, there is vinyl on here. That would have been bad in the oven. It's going to sit up on a post. I'm going to make, I think, a saddle. It's going to have really awesome looking wings. The post will not be clayed in. It's not sticking the way I want it to, so I'm going to take it out. It's going to bake, and then I'm going to put it in with glue. I'm going to be making a top for it right up here, and I'm probably going to make a base. I'm not sure how I'm doing the base yet, but that's much later. Yeah, no, I love carousel horses very much, and an idea of a carousel dragon for my birthday gift sounded fantastic. We're having issues with the dragon sitting up because I added the tail. I made it a little different. I want it to curl over, and it's not doing the 100% curl that I want, but I mean, we're almost there. So we're going to take this out for right now. And I had to take the wings off because I have to remake them, and we're going to be adding that to the base. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about doing resin, but I'm still not sure if it's heavy enough. I think I have to get a rock, a nice flat rock, and then find a way to get this, because this thing here, we're looking at a good, like, probably like 3 pounds. That was a lot of clay. You hear the zombies at my door? So we're going to, okay, so what I'm going to do is I have to do a lot of rework on this since this has sat for a while. But that's fine. I mean, everything was just a bunch of dots anyway. But as long as I keep the basic shape, we should be okay. So you can see there's toothpicks here. That's what I'm using for my wings. I mean, that'd be awesome if I could add the wings afterwards too, but the way I want it is I want to put scales around the wings. I think that would look pretty cool. A tile would work as well. I'm just not sure how to make the foundation to get this to stick to the tile. But I'll figure out something. I'm going to probably have to get a bunch of rocks. You know what I could do is I can get a bunch of heavy rocks and then put resin around it to seal it and then paint it, and then it'll actually be a nice sturdy base. That's actually a really good idea. Thanks for the rock idea. Thanks for the possibility of the rocks. Okay. So what I did just now is, you know, that accident that we had Saturday night, we lost a horn. So I just put it together. What I'm going to do now is I had horns on here, but they got mushed. So let's go ahead and get some horns work done. Oh, and don't forget, tomorrow night, my beholder is getting eye stalks. And getting, it's getting to the point where it can be baked. And I have all of the eyes right here, little eyes. And then I have to paint them. So tomorrow it might be a little bit longer than an hour, but I do have guests coming. So I'm not sure how much more afterwards. We'll see. We will see. So let's go ahead and what's going on with this? We got some scale work here. I had a sorry, very loud glass. Okay, so let's move this, get this clay out of here, because we already know where the hole's going to be. I wonder if I can put a plug in it so I don't lose the spot. I know that's weird talking about losing the spot, but when you're handling clay, it can get, okay. No, I'm doing the body now, bud. I'm going to make sure this all gets smoothed out, but that'll be afterwards. No, Bruce, you can't come in. I'm doing something. Let's see if I do it this way. It'll be easier. I'm using a mason jar because I have some money. Oh, mason jar works terribly. Oh, there we go. We're having an issue because the head wants to fall over, but I've been having that problem since the get-go. I'm glad that this is for me, because if this was an order, man, Be terrible. Speaking of which, I do have an order. Oh, I get to show you. We have guests coming over, so I want to show you. One of them is Luke. He's getting a nice basket of candy. And one of the kids is Julie, older kid. She's getting an egg filled with candy. I like it. It's cute. Something simple. I'm not sure how much they do for Easter, but I wanted to. I like children sometimes, right? So I wanted to do something that would be nice, I think. I didn't have to, and I know this, but I believed it would be. I don't believe little children are the only ones who should be able to enjoy a holiday. I've never ever liked that idea. FML, Billy and I share holidays. You know, we enjoy our holidays. They're as big for us as they are for Bruce. You don't have to. I mean, growing up is optional. Getting old is mandatory, but growing up is optional. I prefer the optional part. And you sent me a photo, and I cannot see your photo. But I will look at it. Oh, I do have another project idea. But I got to get the beholder done first. So Hubs's birthday is April 30th. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow night, the beholder is getting the stalks and the texture. Okay. And then, yeah, it's definitely going on going on one of these. I got a bunch. I've got to cut it. It's going on one of those. I have to make a base for that too. Look at that. I don't think I have anything. And then I have an idea. I just had it. Awesome. So stalks and texture tomorrow. And then the Saturday afterwards, it's getting painted. So this is going to be a 3-part process. And then when it's done, you know, he'll get it right after the video. Or he can wait for his birthday, whatever he wants to do. Okay, so we want to probably add a saddle. But we have the... Oh! I lost! My camera fell on my head. Are we okay? We're okay. Great. See, my stuff is all precariously perched on this wee little... We're okay. We're okay. So to let you know, this is how my day's been going. I appreciate you all being part of it. Okay. Now we go back. Hugs. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Apparently that was too scary. Okay. Oh no, everything's okay. Yeah, no, I'm fine. It's just it fell. That's how my day is, you know. That's it. At least the finger cramps from weeding are gone. So I'm able to do this work. What's going on? Oh no, the dragon's fine. Nothing happened to the dragon. My arm knocked the tripod that my camera's on. I would show you guys what it looked like. You'd probably laugh. I have a terrible setup. I don't really have a lot to work with. So I work with what I have. And my mom can attest to it, but I make it work just enough. My bedroom when I was a kid, not a kid, I was late teens. I had all of my stuff. My whole room had electricity. Oh my goodness, it's loud. My whole room had electricity, based off of one outlet. It's a very dangerous ending, I know. It probably was. Okay, there we go. So it's kind of like a dragon seahorse kind of thing. So maybe we'll add some gills to here on the side. You know, maybe. Got to figure out how we're doing that. Okay, let me add a little bit more body to it. So we're almost done. We have 5 minutes. And then we're going to probably play that game or something else. Play with some dinosaurs. My stress relief is not crafting. My stress relief is actually video games. I like to play Ark Survival. Survival Extinction, I don't know what it's called. It's Ark, that's what I call it. On Steam. It's a survival game with dinosaurs and mammoths cats, all sorts of really cool things. And I was lucky enough to get it on a sale, half off for that and the expansion. And I play with somebody, and it's really cool because a new mod for it, you usually to tame an animal, you would have to shoot it until you tranquilized it and then fed it and waited. It was terrible. Very, very very negative, I guess. It's a lot of violence, you know. I mean, yeah, it's dinosaurs and stuff. You don't shoot everything. But they came out with a new modification to the game. It's called immersive taming. What you do is you throw food. You give the dinosaur food, and then they want to be friends with you. It's pretty awesome. So here I am throwing food at a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex. And eventually, I can go up to it and pet it. And it's just, honestly, it's like the coolest thing in the world is the idea of being able to touch, you know, a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a Carnosaur or a woolly mammoth even. You know what I mean? Because that's what you do. You can pet it. And it's just, it's the neatest thing. It's like my little girl dreams came true as an adult in this video game. It's just a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoy doing it. I don't get to play nearly as much as I want because I have a tendency of getting lost in it. It's my stress relief. And I like taming these dinosaurs. And my friend builds the houses. I mean, she wants to tame dinosaurs too, but this time I'm doing all of it. She's like, I need this. And I said, okay, give me a second. And then my headset died. The headset works, the mic died. Which really stinks. And the graphics in Ark are incredible. I play World of Warcraft as well. And the graphics are okay. But in Ark, the graphics are incredible. Okay, we got more of a body here. See, look at that. The hole is starting to squish. I'm going to keep this on hand. There we go. Wonderful. I really wish there's a plug that I can make for this, just to keep it here. I needed to flush out the body a little bit. I mean, it'd be really cool if I can make the hands like come over my hand like this, you know, and just hold it. Just be something that, like, oh, I can hold. Ah, look, I'm falling apart. I can't seem to do that unless it's something I'll be doing later on. I find myself facing so many, running into so many issues with this. I really didn't think it was going to be that hard to do. You know? Really, really didn't. Okay, I'm going to make sure that's all set up. This guy came off, because why not? Well, I can't find the original one that was there. Probably fell on the ground. Okay, there we go. We're going to add little... I haven't even gotten the mouth right yet. Can't figure out how to do that. This is just a forever project. I say my birthday, it's in August, and I doubt it'll even be done. Not terrible. Just terrible. But man, it's going to be pretty. That, I know. But tomorrow, join me tomorrow. I'm going to get the eyes painted up. All painted, and then I'm going to do the stalks on camera. How many do we have? We have 8 eyes, right? 4, yep, 8 eyes. And they're going to be in purple. I'm going to be right around it. Okay, it's 9:30. Well, thank you very much for joining me for this this episode of Friday Night Impromptu, where I create and chat with you. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow when we get great stays. When we get more work done on the Beholder. Until then, as always, I look forward to creating with you. Have a nice night.